sink in. Hip hop vibes, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around.
What it do, what it do. Welcome to another episode of Snake Cinema Podcast. I'm your host, Prince Elias. And yeah, today is gonna be a good day, a good show. This episode and every episode is brought to you by ENT Reptiles, Orlando and TJ. Thank you for supporting the channel and supporting ya boy. I appreciate y'all. Mm, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. My days are off like crazy. This new job, I love it. It's fun, and the people I work with are great. It's just that getting used to working overnights, like back to back to back overnights, 12 hours is whooping my ass. And I've been coming straight home, checking on the snakes, cleaning, feeding, all that jazz, and then going back to bed in the daytime. So waking up Saturday morning to do this show is whooping my ass. But I'm grateful to have employment. I'm grateful to have a job and a paycheck in. So hey, we are not going to complain. But if I'm a little thrown off, just know that I am running off very little hours of sleep to the point to where yesterday I had to remind myself that yesterday was Friday because at one point I thought it was Tuesday. At one point I thought it was Wednesday. I was like, oh no, today is Friday. I got a podcast tomorrow. Like it was just my days and nights are shocked. But hey, thank God for these phones, this technology. I've been using that calendar, and those alarm clocks to remind me, wake up, motherfuckers, time to go to work while everybody else is going to sleep. But anywho, about enough of that. We have two reviews today. One is Toy Story 5, Disney and Pixar's latest creation. And then another one is a Netflix documentary. Y'all know I love me some true crime documentaries. And this one, boy, oh boy, is a doozy. It is a doozy. Crazy work. But before we get started, let's see who's in the Chizzy chest. Of course, the sponsors, ENT, Orlando, and TJ. Thank y'all. Almost home 4 hours ago. Y'all be safe on them roads, y'all. I'm thrown off by the day difference, right? Because usually y'all home on this day. Usually on Saturdays, y'all chilling or shopping or, spoiled each other. I know y'all thrown off. But y'all be safe out there on the roadways. Let's see. As we wait for more people to come in, we don't really have news of the week. Nothing too serious, honestly. And as far as I know, I could be wrong. As far as I know, ain't no celebrity that died, so I ain't got to know in memoriam. But I will say, last week I had reviewed several music artists, and then all of a sudden more music has dropped. So I gotta listen to a couple of albums. I love Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack, besides Rhapsody, is another female rapper that I really love for her lyrics, her bars. She's just amazing talent. She just dropped a whole album that I have not finished yet, but the three songs I listened to so far, I love. I just gotta finish and just digest the album before I come to y'all with a review. So maybe in a week or two, if not next week, the week after, I will review that. But I just gotta live with it so I can give proper a review for y'all. But last week I had reviewed four different artists. Vince Staples, YG, Infinity Song album still got me in the chokehold. I love that album. That group is amazing. And Rhapsody's new single, Guys Got Afro. And so I do have to give y'all an update on one of those artists. Let's see. Here, let us say just me. TJ is behind me, hitting the buck, knocked out, out like a light, out like a light. I might be right after him as soon as this show over, because like I said, my body is not used to overnight shifts, but then have to wake up early in the morning again. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. YG. Okay, so last week I reviewed YG's single "Insecure" featuring JID and Absol, and I praised him and gave him so much kudos because as a black man, as a rapper, as a quote unquote gangster rapper or rapper who mostly rap about money, cars, and clothes, bitches, shooting people and stuff. I was like, I'm glad that these rappers are now getting vulnerable with us, are now maturing with their music. They're not just maturing in age, they're maturing with their music and they're being vulnerable and they're talking about taboo topics that the black community try to shy away from, like mental health, like depression. Essay, his first single that he dropped earlier this year, talked about him being essayed when he was a kid, um, and just insecurities all around. And I praised him for being vulnerable as an artist and as a man and showing the world that it's okay to talk about these things. It's okay to express your feelings and stuff like that. And I said last week, I can't wait to hear this album. I'm looking forward to this album. This album I was much anticipated because if those two singles he released was giving us the theme of his album, The Gentleman's Club, then I'm all on board. Lo and behold, lo and behold and lo, you take 4 steps forward and you take 50 steps back, because I'm not going to review the album right here right now, but I will say he dropped the ball drastically on one song. One song was highly disappointing to hear, and it's confusing to me how people are interpreting this as him being an ally or him showing humanity or giving love to the trans community, because let's break it down right quick. This is going to be on the news segment because we got to break this down just a little bit. So Mitzi and Parker, thanks for tapping in, appreciate you. um we have, let's see, he dropped an album, The Gentleman's Club, like I mentioned, and it's 15 songs. It's 15 songs, and toward the end, actually, the ironic part is the song comes right before Insecurity, the song with YG and Ab-Soul, right, the song that comes right before it, and it's the longest running song on the album, clocking in at almost 7 minutes long. It's a song called Tiffany, where he is telling a story. He's like doing the storytelling thing where he's telling the story, a make believe story about a man who goes to a club, meets a woman, and I'm pretty sure y'all can see where this is going. Meets a woman, gets drunk, party, dances with her all night, take her home, only for her to disclose to him that she is a trans woman. And the song, for the most part, 90% of the song is from that man's perspective, and 90% of that song is the man getting pissed off, angry, and threatening to kill this trans woman. And we only get the woman's perspective at the very end, the very last verse, maybe 20, I give him grace, 30 seconds worth of lyrics. is you get the woman's point of view. And even when you get her point of view, it is still layered with misogynistic, transphobic rhetoric and this whole myth. Chris, thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you, brother. The This myth, this notion that he was tricked, the man was tricked, the trans woman tricked him and didn't and lied to him, and she should have told him at the club and all. It gives this whole stupid myth that 90% of the time does not happen. It is not true. For years, the trans community has been trying to tell y'all that these motherfuckers, these men, know that these women are trans women. They are aware that they are trans, whether the women had bottom surgery or not. And they don't care. They continue to pursue them. That's why we have the term chasers. The trans community, we use the term chasers because there are men, straight identified, cisgendered men, who, and even some women for the opposite side, for us trans men, who go out their way and chase after trans folks. They seek trans folks in secret to sleep with as a fetish, as a kink, as whatever. Um, and they know the dolls are the dolls. They know that the dolls are trans women. They don't care. The only thing they care about is if you find out that they are into the dolls. The only thing they care about is if their family and their friends find out that they are into trans women or trans men of the fact. So this whole notion and this whole myth that trans people are out tricking people, are out lying and hiding and not disclosing that, no, that's just a lie that men tell women when they get caught. Oh, I didn't know that she was born a man. I did not know that was a truth. Oh, I didn't know. Like, that's some bullshit. And this song perpetuates that myth, that lie. To me, this lie pisses me off just as much as the lie that people keep spreading about snakes sizing you up to eat you. It's stupid. It's been debunked so many times over and over again. And yet people are still spreading it like it is facts. And I just feel like it started off with Kendrick Lamar with Auntie Diaries. And it feels like all these other rappers are trying to copy him to try to show, yeah, I'm growing, I'm maturing, I'm an ally, I'm a friend. I love the LGBTQ community. But so far, every rapper that has tried it since then has fucked up and dropped the ball. J. Cole has fucked up and dropped the ball. Um, y, YG has definitely fucked up and dropped the ball tremendously. So all the YG fans and apologists and the straight men that's sticking up for him online saying that no, he's an ally and he's trying to share the story to like tell people it's wrong to kill trans people. He dropped the ball. If that is true, if that was YG's intent, I don't know this man's intent. I have yet to watch an interview where he comes out and explain Tiffany and his thought process of writing Tiffany. All I gotta say is, if that was his intent, he fucked up. He fucked up tremendously. And the biggest fuck up out of all this, because if you were a true ally, as the fans are trying to insinuate, and if you are trying to show humanity and love towards the trans community, then throughout the song, you should have never, not even once, misgender the character of Tiffany. And in the chorus is basically the man contemplating on whether he should kill her or not. And the whole chorus is him misgendering her. For example, and trigger warning to anybody, because I know I have LGBTQ people in who follow me and watch the vlogs, even if they and watch my lives, even if they don't comment, they tell me later that they watch. So trigger warning, trigger warning. I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings, but these are YG's lyrics. These are what he said. And if I could review him, praising him for one song in one episode, I could come back and critique him on another. Like I can give praise when it's due and I can critique when it's not. So in the lyrics on the chorus, I got voices in my head telling me to leave him dead. This is after the character realizes, or the character is told by Tiffany that she is trans. She disclosed to him that she is trans. Ops talking about they got money on his head. Again, he keeps misgendering her in the chorus. Fuck that. I'm trying to walk down my man's tonight. And for those who don't know slang, gang vernacular, black vernacular, walking down someone means killing them, shooting them. I'm about to walk down. So, um, click, clack, blow might pull me a trigger just like that, murder me a nigga. Two 23 shells making holes bigger tonight. And he repeat that again. Out of this whole album, 15 songs, this song is the longest song. This song is almost 7 minutes long. It's like 6 minutes and some change. And 90% of it is this man, this character, Chris, that he came up with for this song, contemplating talking about killing this trans woman. So if you are trying to write from the perspective of an ally, even if you're writing from the perspective of a transphobic man, because people don't have music or media literacy. We live in an age where a lot of kids got left behind at school. We live in an age where a lot of people take shit as face values and don't infer or don't think about or don't understand metaphors and similes. That's why we got the young kids today talking shit about, real lyrical rappers, because they can't understand what these rappers are saying, because they don't understand metaphors, similes, homonyms, because they peaked in middle school. You know what I'm saying? As far as intelligence go. And so if you're trying to write from the perspective of a transphobic person, and that's why you misgendered her in this song, it did not help. It made it worse. And it's the reason why you're getting your ass whooped online from the community, and why people are calling you out and calling you transphobic. Again, him, J. Cole, Kendrick, they tried their best. Me giving them the benefit of the doubt. They're trying their best to speak in their way, speak up for the community, because hip hop is very misogynistic culture. I mean, we live in a misogynistic world. It's not just hip hop. If you listen to country music, oh my gosh, they just as brutal as rap, with their misogyny and homophobia and shit like that. But we're just talking about our culture, the black culture. These men are trying their best to, I guess, show love for the community, but at the same time, they're writing from a cis man's perspective, so they are automatically dropping the fucking ball. Like YG, J. Cole, even Kendrick. And Kendrick has the best song out of all of them. Even Kendrick dropped the ball with Auntie Diaries, and I love Auntie Diaries. Auntie Diaries is great because it really spoke to me as a trans man, and it spoke to me because I have nieces and nephews that grew up and knew me before I transitioned, and they're knowing me now as Elias, as as, and I have different nicknames from my nieces and nephews, and they never call me by my dead name. They never call me by my dead name. They only call me by my nickname or whatever. But it's just from the perspective of a trans man who has young nephews who witnessed me pre-transition to now as I'm going through my transition. Auntie Diaries really spoke to me on a personal level. But even then, on certain lines, certain lyrics in that song, Kendrick also dropped the ball in that stuff. And I'm not trying to say these rappers got to be perfect. I'm not saying that they got to, be the best at the best allies. They can't make mistakes. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is the reason why YG's song in particular is so dangerous and so scary is because one is perpetuating the myth and the lie that trans women do not tell the men they're involved with that they're trans. again, is a lie. We have chasers. We have men who seek trans women out on the low on purpose for that reason. They want, in their words, not ours, a female with a dick. So he's perpetuating that lie, that myth, and also, even though it's he's storytelling, he's telling it from a different person's perspective. He's still advocating the violence. He's still showcasing the violence of trans women. There has been over 40 trans women that died this year alone. 40. And that's only the ones that have been put on the news, that has been called nationwide on social media. And almost all of them have been killed by their partners or people that they were sexually involved with. So again, I'm not saying these guys have to be perfect with their allyship or their perceived allyship, because again, YG has yet to come out with an interview talking about his thought process of writing Tiffany. So we don't even know if he's an ally. He could just be perpetuating stereotypes just to be hateful and mean and cruel. That is a possibility. But at least as far as Kendrick and J. Cole is concerned, and other rappers like them, they still, I don't expect them to be perfect, but at the same time, even in your allyship, you have to be careful and not to come off as dangerous and as hateful, because women are actually dying. If you think straight cisgender women, or in their words, regular women, or in their words, not mine, real women, are getting killed by their partners at a high rate, trans women are getting killed at a just as much, because we live in a misogynist and a homophobic and a femphobic, to be honest. People just hate femininity, and they hate, you know, whether it's a woman that was born a woman or a woman that is a trans woman. They just hate femininity in general. So we live in a society where women are dying at high rates, and then you write a song telling the story of a woman that is about to be killed by a man just because of who she is. It's a very, very dangerous, slippery slope. So yes, I can praise. And again, the ironic part is this song is right before Insecurity, the song where he admits that he is an insecure man, and that every action he does is because he's worried about what other people think of him. Like it's like a two-part combo. It's like a two-part mini series. It is just crazy. But well, I'm very, very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed. And it did leave a bad taste in my mouth. But again, I'm holding space. YG might come out and say, yo, it wasn't my intent for it to be perceived the way it was. I tried to, try to write a story for the dolls to help the dolls out, and I dropped the ball. Hey, I'm holding space. We'll see. Because the album just dropped. The album literally just dropped. And so, people are giving him hell on social media, at least on Twitter and Threads. We will see. And even on YouTube, there's a lot of big YouTubers that has came out, and instead of reviewing the album like they would normally review the album, they're talking about that one song in particular. So we'll see. We'll see. But I was on here raving and praising YG just last week. And this week I have to come back and say, homie fucked up. He fucked up. He fucked up bad, but it is what it is. I'm just highly disappointed. That's all I am. I'm not mad. I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna delete all my YG songs off my playlist. I'm never gonna listen to it. It's not that. It's just that, man, brother, I would rather you just shut the fuck up and not say nothing at all. If this is your way of trying to show that you're an ally, I'd rather you just shut the fuck up and not say nothing. I'd rather you just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? But again, he probably not trying to be an ally. He's probably just trying to perpetuate a harmful stereotype just to please the niggas, just to please the dudes. But just so y'all know, women, ladies, men lie on their dicks all the time. They lie on their dicks all the time. Men will lie and say that they fuck straight women that never gave them the time of day just to say they did it. So if they're willing to lie on cis straight women, and lie to cis straight women? What makes you think they're telling the truth when they come out and say, "Oh, I didn't know that was a man. Oh, I didn't know that person was trans. Oh, I did not." You really want to believe that? You really want to believe that he did not know? And that goes for any man that says they did not know or try to come up with that lie that they've been tricked. You have not been tricked. You knew that woman was a trans woman before you slept with her. You knew definitely when you slept with her, and you knew after. You just got caught, and now you trying to make up a lie to act like you're a victim. You're not. None of these men are victims. They are chasers. They are chasers. They actively chase us trans folks. Ask me how I know. Y'all think because I'm fat and you know that I don't get niggas in my DMs? I get it as soon the moment I came out. To be honest with y'all, the moment I came out as trans, I got more niggas in my DMs trying to holler at me than when I wasn't. And they don't care whether I've had surgeries or not. Because to them, we are just a sex object. We are just a kink. We are just a fetish. And one man even actively, I mean, we're not friends now, but a while back, a couple of years ago, I was cool with a nigga. And I would have gave him some. I'm gonna be honest, I would have gave him some back in the day, but he openly admitted that even when I fully transition and have all the surgeries, he still wants to smash. He does not care. Men will sleep with a cactus. They will put their eggplant in a cactus if it gives them some sort of freak. They don't care. They do not care. So women, stop believing these men when they lie and say that these trans women are tricking them. Ain't nobody tricking them. They know what they are after, what they are chasing, who they are sleeping with, who they get involved with, who they date secretly behind the scenes. They know, they are very much aware. That's why when they get caught, they immediately try to kill that trans woman. Like, don't fall for the lies and don't believe bullshits of being tricked. That pisses me off in this song more than anything. That he's trying to perpetuate that whole lie and that myth. But I digress. Let's move on. Father, thanks for tapping in. I see you. First thing I hear when I tuned in is trans kick. My bad, Father. What up, Tommy? Thanks for tapping in. Ewok, what up? Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to go on a rant this early in the morning, but mine. Wiz, caw. Thanks for tapping in. Enjoy Summer Tinley. Let us know how it goes. Well, you'll let us know on the podcast tonight. Let us know how it goes, how it compares to Schomburg and them. All right, so that's the news of the week. Elias being disappointed in a rapper. Go figure. I don't know why I'd be so forgiving of these rappers and why I keep giving hip hop a chance when they constantly disappoint me a lot. Well, because there are some still good artists out there, like Vince Staples, like Kendrick, like Tyler Creator. The good artists is what's keeping me in hip hop. Because I promise, if it's up to me, I'll be listening to EDM and pop and R&B for the rest of my life. But the good rappers are the reason why I still stay in this shit. But I just when you give some of these guys a chance, they disappoint you. Sorry, y'all need some water. I was getting thirsty. All right. All right. Let's talk about what we're gonna review today. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. This one's for the kiddies and the kids at heart. Toy Story. Toy Story 5 to be exact. Now, Disney, Disney, Disney. I will say this. Out of the whole Disney umbrella, and when I say Disney, Walt Disney Studios, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and there's a slew of other. Disney got a monopoly on entertainment. They own a lot of shit. But we just talking about the big four studios. Out of all the big four studios that's under the Walt Disney umbrella, Pixar is the best. Pixar is the best. Even when you compare their misses, the movies that don't do so well at the box office, or the ones that don't get reviewed the best, like The Good Dinosaur. I still think y'all did The Good Dinosaur wrong. That was a cute kids movie. I remember watching it for the first time with one of my classes, and I was like, "This flopped? Like, what the hell?" I guess I don't understand, but that and Lightyear, the Toy Story spinoff, the Buzz Lightyear, and it was another film that Pixar released that didn't do so well. Maybe it was one of the car sequels, I think. No, it was Airplane, spinoff of Cars, planes. Even those are still good quality films, still quality made films, quality acted films. Pixar has, even in their flops, their misses, has given us great quality artwork, storytelling, emotions. The fact that they have you emotional about inanimate objects like toys and cars and other things. They really do the best, and I'm happy. I really don't have many complaints over there at the Pixar studios, the higher ups up there, although they do be on some bullshit too. But um, compared to all the other studios, I really don't have much critiques of them. I say all that to say Pixar gave us the perfect trilogy with the Toy Story 4 franchise. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 is peak animated storytelling. It's like a beautiful, seamless story of friendship, story of letting go, story of growing up, all in all while using toys as a metaphor of everything, of life, all this jazz. Finding your purpose in life. It's just, and it's a perfect trilogy where kids enjoy it, kids love it, kids buy the merchandise and play and all that stuff. But the adults, the parents that have to go to the theaters and watch this shit, they even come out happy and enjoying it, and fans. Pixar did such an amazing, amazing body of work with the best three, with the first three. Then they announced Toy Story 4 and had everybody scared because we like, you put a bow tie, you put a perfect bow tie in Andy and Woody and Buzz's story. A little kid who grew up with toys and he grew up a man, had to go to college and he had to let the toys go. You put a perfect bow tie, perfect storytelling. Why are you adding something else? What more could you give this franchise? So Toy Story 4 came out. Everybody was scared. Everybody was worried. Myself included as a fan. I was like, oh shoot. Now they about to jump the shark. As the old Hollywood term, they about to jump the shark. They about to drop the ball. They about to fuck it up. Randall, number 6, thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you. Big Double L, thanks for tapping in. The whole Lindworm fam. Thank y'all for tapping in. So, Toy Story 4 comes out. You got Woody and Buzz and the whole gang in a new house with a new child, and and Pixar managed. They managed out of a miracle. Not many studios could do this. Come up with a great story to justify why are we still going with this franchise. If we would have closed the bow at 3, it would have been fine. The fans would have been satisfied. Nobody would have an issue. You know, it would be, it would just be perfect. Like everybody be cool. Nobody would ask for another one. But y'all pushed it. Y'all gave us another one, but y'all did it. Y'all did it well. Y'all did it great. Toy Story 4 was amazing. And you like, okay, we got it. And then we had, and in Toy Story 4, we said goodbye to Buzz. I mean, not Buzz, Woody. Because Woody decided to live on his own with the other toys at that carnival slash whatever. You know, they don't want to be tied down to one child until the child grows up and discard them. They want to live their own free life out in the world as free toys. So you like, okay, we finally said goodbye to Woody. He's retired. He's done trying to please children, and then he can just live out in the pastures of old toys. And then they announced Toy Story 5, and we like, what the fuck? Pixar, you getting greedy? Y'all niggas is getting greedy. This way they don't have to pay Tom Hanks, right? We like, bruh, you getting greedy. Why are we making a Toy Story 5? I understand the Toy Story franchise is big money makers. I get it. I get it. My youngest nephew has the entire doll set. He has Woody, Buzz, Rex, Bullseye, Mr. Potato Head. He has Jesse. He has the whole. If I go to my sister's house in Nashville, he has the whole collection. He loves Toy Story. He's addicted to it. I get it. It's pure money making machine. But baby, why are we dead number 5? And y'all know I've been on my Disney boycott lately this year, well, ever since the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation. And I haven't been buying, purchasing anything Disney related. Everything is Jack Sparrow in my house. They not getting money from me. But the other people in my household, because I have a bunch of nieces and nephews, are not a part of the boycott. They like, fuck that shit. We can't boycott everybody forever. So my nieces and my sister went to go see the film. They came back raving about it. They loved it. And I was like, well, let me go ahead and go see it. I still ain't seen it in the theaters because fuck that shit. Until my favorite website shuts down, I'm gonna keep using that shit. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I finally bit the bullet and saw Toy Story 5. And with all that being said, now I want to go to the theaters and actually give Disney my money. Oh God, Pixar, I hate y'all. I hate y'all for being so good. I hate y'all for being so good at what you do. Toy Story 5 is amazing. Is it necessary? Hell no. Did we need it? Fuck no. There's no reason to keep going. Can we please not turn this into the Fast and the Furious where they're trying to get to number 10? Can we please not? There's only so much these toys can do. At this point, the toys should have been at a Goodwill by now. To be honest, Woody and them should have been at a Goodwill by now or in the landfill. Like, there's no reason to keep going, but they did it and they did it so good. Oh my gosh, Pixar, I hate y'all. The writers at Pixar are so good. So I'm gonna give y'all the plot synopsis, and for those who have children or grandchildren, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Go ahead and take them babies to go see it. It's worth it. They'll love it. You'll love it. It's not gonna bore you to death. Is it the first three? Hell no, not even close. The first, like I said, the first three Toy Stories are a perfect trilogy. Can't touch that. But Toy Story 5, y'all did good. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Again, it wasn't needed, but I'm not mad I saw it. I'm not mad I watched it. Um, so the plot synopsis is because we all know after the third one, when Andy gave his toys away to the little girl, Bunny, they've been with Bunny ever since for the last two movies. And, you know, Bunny's a toddler, a kid who would be still playing with toys. Well, we're now getting at that age where Bunny is, and we live in 2026. So we're getting at that age where Bunny is now being occupied by tablets. So the antagonist is technology. So Bunny gets this lily pad. That's code word for iPad. She gets a lily pad. And now the toys who are still with Bunny, because we know after the last film, Woody went off to do his own thing. But of course, they found a way to get Woody back to help them against the technology. But in the beginning, it's just, this is mainly Jessie's story. Jessie, the cowgirl, and her trying to reconcile with Bunny growing up. And pretty much Jessie got PTSD. If you watch Toy Story 2, you know Jessie's backstory of being abandoned in the middle of nowhere by her old owner, and she's had PTSD. She had trouble trusting children, humans ever since. And Woody and Buzz and the whole crew had to get her to like trust Andy and then trust Bunny and stuff like that. So poor Jesse. Jesse was triggered. Jesse was triggered when that lily pad came into the picture and started taking Bunny's attention away. And I'm not gonna tell y'all the whole film, but I'm not gonna tell y'all the whole film. I'm not gonna give it away, but oh my gosh, this was a good story. This was a good storyline for Jesse. This was a good story in general because I am witnessing firsthand this movie with my youngest nephew, my nephew that lives out in Nashville. My nephew is obsessed with the Toy Story franchise. So he had, and dinosaurs. And he has toys galore, Toy Story, everything. But he also has a tablet. And sometimes, but one thing I love about my sister and my brother-in-law, her husband, is that they limit my nephew's screen time. He only gets like an hour a day, if that. Sometimes, depending on his behavior, he is shortened. It's not even an hour. They intentionally raise him to not depend on that iPad, which is funny because when me and my sisters went to go see them a couple of weeks ago, we went down there to visit and we were at their house. He was trying to edge us to go get his iPad for him because they put it on top of the refrigerator so he couldn't reach it. So he's sitting there trying to get us, his uncle and auntie, to go and, hey, pat, pat, up on that refrigerator. And so it's funny watching this movie because I'm looking at Bonnie and how she's acting. I'm looking at my nephew and I'm like, yeah, this is reality. This is what we're living in 2026 with children, especially at that age, at that young age, where they should be playing outside, where they should be at the playground, where they should be having toys. They should be having action figures and Barbie dolls. But this damn device is fucking it up and fucking up the kids and their minds and their attitudes to where they throw tantrums if they ain't got their iPad or their lily pad and stuff like that. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So I just had a good chuckle watching it because I'm just picturing. I'm like, I just saw this 2 weeks ago in my sister's house, like this whole scenario. And I could just imagine his toys, his Jesse and Woody toys on the floor. Like, what the fuck? Like, why is he on that iPad right now and not playing with us? Oh my gosh, this movie is so good. Again, it's not needed. We did not need this shit. But the fact that the storytellers, the writers at Pixar was able to come up with a story where it was toys versus technology in today's time, because it's really happening in today's time. It makes sense. It does make sense. And I think they pulled it off very, very well. Is it the best in the franchise? Hell no. To be honest, it's probably the weakest in the franchise. But saying a weak Toy Story movie is like saying, I don't know. It's just not possible. I think weak is the worst word to say for it. It it's still good. It's still so good that I know it's going to be nominated in the animation department for the Oscars, because every Pixar Disney film is nominated at least, even if they don't win. I know it's going to get a nomination, and the way Tom Hanks is talking about this might be his last run, it might be actually a winner. I ain't gonna lie. They might actually give it to him. Because the way Tom is talking in these interviews, it sounds like he's trying to get close to retirement. uh, like he like shit. Pixar won't retire Woody, but I will. But as far as the voice acting goes, all the original cast is back. Tom Hanks as Woody, Tim Allen as Buzz, Joan Cusack as Jesse. The original cast, everybody's back. At least the original cast is still alive, because some of the side characters, like Mr. Potato Head and them, they've been passed away and went off to glory. But even their replacement voice actors, everybody did good, top notch. Everybody did great. It's just, yeah, back when Ben just won it. Nigga. It's still DVDs, man. Those DVD eras, I miss. Ooh. Oh, y'all crazy. I'm just now reading the comments. Let's see. I just told Parker that you said Toy Story 5 was good, and he turned the TV and put Toy Story 4 out. Parker crazy. Parker said, "Let me go ahead and get ready before I watch the fifth one. Let me go ahead and recap just in case I forgot." But yeah, Toy Story 5 is good. I think anybody and everybody will enjoy it. Again, I hate to repeat myself, but it's not needed. We could do without it. The trilogy was the trilogy and it was perfect the way it was. But Pixar, out of all of the Disney umbrellas, Pixar has the best talent. They have the best writers, the best directors, best storytellers, the best animators. They, and I love that Pixar always puts story first over anything else. And you can tell Walt Disney Studios, hit or miss. Sometimes lately they've been putting money first over anything. That's why we have a Moana live action coming out. Why? Why the fuck? Moana is barely a decade old. Why are we making a live action? And then we just did the sequel 2 years ago. I, don't get me started on that. Um, but yeah, and then Star Wars. I'm rooting for Star Wars, but they've been disappointing lately. And Marvel, we just pray. Me and Will just pray when it comes to Marvel. We just pray, pray, pray. But I am excited about the new Spider-Man that's coming out. I think they gonna hit the ball out the park. I think that's gonna be fire. But yeah, the fact that Pixar came out with a movie where I felt guilty of Jack Sparrowing and it made me want to go to the theaters and see it in theaters. I think that says a lot. The fact that they're trying to make me break my boycott, it says a lot. Am I going to break my boycott? Probably not. Or at least not now. I'm still stubborn. I might break my boycott for the new Hex movie, Disney's new original film, because I can't sit here and preach that I'm sick of sequels, prequels, and reboots and live actions and not support the original content that they put out. So I might give them my money just to show them that, hey, we really want the original content. We want new stories, original stories that have not been made. So I might break my boycott for Hex and go see that. I think it comes out Thanksgiving, so Thanksgiving weekend. But other than that, I am enjoying not, unless my favorite website shuts down, I'm enjoying not participating in capitalism. Because the House of Mouse, I love them dearly. They got enough, they got more than enough money out of my ass alone, out of me and my family alone. Matter of fact, my family is they're on their way to Disney World in a couple of days. My nieces, thank God they don't watch my channel. They don't know. They're being surprised. But yeah, my mom and them is surprising them. So a quick trip at Disney World. I couldn't make it because new job. But yeah, it's Pixar. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Y'all got me to almost break my boycott. Was such a good story. Almost made me break my boycott. Great story. Great animation as always. Pixar has always been amazing with the animation. I have no complaints. I give this film, again, it's not the best in the entire series, but it's still good. It's amazing. I give this an 8 out of 10. That's my rating, 8 out of 10. It's good. Good story. Good story. Tongue tied. Good Toy Story movie. I glitched for a second. Don't laugh at me, Mitzi. I glitched for a second. Good Toy Story movie. Take your kids if you got them. Take your grandkids. Take the babies. They will love it. Or don't take them because they might have you go to Walmart the next day and buy a bunch of Toy Story toys. I don't know. Buy them a lily pad or some shit. Anywho's, let's move on. Okay, now that I got Toy Story out the way, Parker, go away. Go to another room. Don't listen to me no more. Cause this next this next review is gonna be tragic. This next review is not child friendly. Not child friendly at all. So I watched a Netflix doc and crazy doesn't yet describe this documentary. Y'all know I love true crime. I'm crazy about true crime. I'm fascinated with true crime. And this one, this one's up there. Maternal instincts. Maternal instincts. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. When I tell y'all, and this when I tell y'all white women are crazy. No offense. No offense, Betsy. Anybody who watches. Oh my gosh. This documentary is so fucking good. But it's also so frustrating as hell. This documentary is going to piss you the fuck off. Not because of how it's made, not because of the interviews in it, not this documentary is not going to piss you off because Netflix was on some sensational ass. This documentary is going to piss you off because of the people involved, because of the family members of the criminal, of the woman of this story. Cause baby, how can y'all be so stupid and turn a blind eye to something that was obvious? Had this been, I'm sorry to make this racial, but had this been a black family or Hispanic family, this documentary, this story would not have lasted. Because us, we talk, we open our mouths, we don't sit silent and just let stuff happen. If a black man had a wife who said she was pregnant but stomach never showed, and he's never and every time he goes to the doctors with her, something happens to where the doctor's appointment get canceled. It's just questions would have been raised at some point to where, is this woman lying to me? Is this woman BSing me? Questions would have, the mothers of said, had this been a black family, the grandmothers would have bails. Baby, I think she lying on you. I think she lying to you. I don't think she pregnant. I don't think there ain't no baby in that stomach. There ain't nobody like, so, this documentary pissed me the fuck off. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, go take Parker. Let him do his first movie experience. Uh, Let me give y'all the plot synopsis. For those who don't know what Maternal Instincts is about on Netflix, Maternal Instincts is a horror and true crime documentary on Netflix that explores the 2020 murder of Reagan Simmons Hancock and the kidnapping of her unborn baby by Taylor Parker in New Boston, Texas. Directed by Jessica DeMock, the film investigates how Parker's extreme efforts to fake a pregnancy spirals into violence. And the documentary unravels the case through police dash cam footage, body cam video, interviews with those with the closest to the tragedy, blah, blah, blah. But basically, I'm going to let y'all know right now. Not only am I pissed off at the woman who committed the crime because she crazy. She was beyond psychotic. She was a narcissist, a psychopath, not even sociopath, a psychopath. She was all the things, all the paths. She was all the whatever a doctor could, she was all the paths, and it was clear as day. But sorry, it was just crazy how the people around her, even those who were suspicious of her lie, just did not call her out on her shit. and just kept going with the flow, just playing the role. Yes, we'll go to your baby shower. Yes, we will buy things on the registry. Yes, we will drop you off at doctor's appointments and pick you back up. Yes, we would do all like yes, we can't wait. Oh, the baby's coming. Like the moment I didn't see a gut at all. And now mind you, I do know women who have certain pregnancies where their stomachs just don't get big. It is very possible, but come on now. Her stomach was flat. Flat. Like ain't no embryo nowhere in her. Like, do you have eggs to begin with? Like, come on now. But and it's funny how now she did eventually go to like a website and buy a fake stomach. She did do that eventually, but before she did that, come on, y'all. Questions wasn't raised. Y'all wasn't y'all wasn't asking too many. Y'all wasn't asking enough questions for me. As if my sisters, any of my sisters who have kids, did what this woman done, I would have been asking questions before the baby shower, the gender reveal or whatever the fuck. I would have been asking questions way before. I was like, "Are you sure you pregnant? Are you sure? Maybe we need to go get a second opinion. Maybe we go to another doctor that ain't your primary. Like something ain't right. The wheels ain't turning all the way. I don't think there's I don't think the baby is with us. I don't think there is anybody with us in there. And like, are you sure? But the funniest part is when they go back to her high school friends. And the girl just flat out said, "Oh, I knew she was lying because in high school she had to have an emergency surgery, and she basically had a hysterectomy because she had some type of situation. I forgot the terminology, but her insides was fucked up, and they had to take her uterus out, basically. So basically, she had a full blown hysterectomy as a teenager. So ain't no way, like Jesus, like God couldn't even impregnate you with baby Jesus. Ain't no way. You had nothing in you. Of course, the husband didn't know all this shit because she didn't disclose that information to him. And his family didn't know that shit until after. But the high school friend, when she came out with her interview talking to the documentarian, the director, she said, when I saw, I think she saw it on Facebook. She saw the announcement somewhere. She said, when I saw that they announced she was pregnant, I was like, how? And I died. And when she exposed her for having that hysterectomy at 18 or 19 and not having able to get pregnant, I was oh god. But I will say this: the husband is dumb as fuck, or at least he's acting dumb as fuck. I knew she wasn't pregnant. I think that he never loved her to begin with because he was very upfront and honest about only being with her because he thought she had money. Because in the beginning, in the beginning of their relationship, her biggest lie wasn't that she was pregnant. It was that her mom died and she got a or one of her relatives died and she got a lump sum of money, an inheritance fund, and she's going to be filthy rich. And they started buying shit, buying a whole ranch and some shit and cars and things like that. So that was the first lie she said to get him. And him being a gold digger, being a man who wanted to be taken care of and kept, and he pretty much admitted that was the only reason why he was with her to begin with. And then when he found out the lie that she did not have any money and she was just as broke as he was, he broke it up with her. He left her, and then that's when she decided to come up with the concoction because she was in love and obsessed with him. That's when she came up with the concoction, the lie that she was pregnant by his child, knowing there's no way this bitch can get pregnant. So I don't feel bad for the husband of the killer because y'all both started this relationship with bad intents. You started dating her as a little gold digger because you thought you was going to get money out of her and her family. And when you decided to leave her because your dreams were not fulfilled, um, of being a bad bitch with a rich wife. Then she came up with a lie to keep you by saying she was pregnant with your child. So y'all both were toxic motherfuckers. Y'all both was narcissistic, low down motherfuckers. So I don't feel bad for the killer's husband. If he ever gets any backlash after this documentary, I don't feel bad for him at all because he not only was he a pure grade idiot, but he was a gold digging pure grade idiot. Like y'all deserved each other. Y'all really did. Y'all deserved each other. Y'all were just toxic on top of toxic. Then Then we have shit. Then we have the parents, the husband's parents, who also they suspected she was lying, but they did not call her out. I'm sorry, but if I had a child and my child married someone and the person they married is blatantly lying to my child about being pregnant with their kids, I'm gonna say some shit. My child may not believe me, but I'm gonna say some shit, and I'm gonna be very vocal up until the very end. I'm gonna be very vocal up until the ninth month. I'm be like, the baby still ain't here, her stomach still ain't big. Like, what the fuck? Like, what we doing? I'm not buying no diapers. I'm not buying no blank. I'm not doing none of that shit because she ain't pregnant. Son, stop being an idiot. She's not pregnant. She lied to keep you. Like, again, this could not have been a black family or a Hispanic family. We would have been opening our mouths like it ain't no tomorrow. It was the whole everybody surrounding this woman pissed me off because they're either grade A idiots or they just enabled the bullshit or they purposely enabled her. I'm sorry. I've been like, bitch, you are delusional. We need to go get you evaluated by a doctor if you believe you are pregnant. Pat, what it do? Thank you, brother. Thanks for tapping in. If you believe that you are pregnant, we need to go get, and we know you're not pregnant. We know. We have multiple proofs. You give us an ultrasound and the date is wrong of the ultrasound because you found it on Google. Like, it was beyond red flags. It was red flags can't describe what she was throwing at these people. She was throwing bullets at these people with all the warnings signs that she was lying and full of shit. And so this documentary frustrated me because a woman and her baby, innocent bystanders who had nothing to do with anything, died as a result of y'all enabling this bitch and her delusions and her lies. I don't even think she was delusional. I think she was just lying just to keep up the facade and to keep the man she wanted, even though the man did not want her and obviously did not love her the entire marriage. It was very obvious that man did not love that woman not even in the beginning of their relationship. He tolerated her because he thought some money was coming his way. Like, the fact that a woman lost her life and her baby because it's obvious. It's been all over the news. Ain't no spoiler alerts. In order for her to keep up the lie, she had to come up with a baby. So she found a woman, killed the woman, took the baby out her stomach, but unfortunately the baby didn't survive. So yeah, yeah. So she tried to play this facade of her having a baby, one of her giving birth to the baby in the car to explain all the blood and why there's a dying baby, an unresponsive baby in her car, as she's speeding to the hospital. And then she gets to the hospital and the doctors was like, bitch, you ain't even had a period, let alone gave birth to somebody. Like, you show no signs of a woman giving birth. We are examining your whole body. You're not showing no signs. Like, the doctors crack me up. They show body cam footage of the doctor examining and going back to the cops, his face. Shout out to that doctor. That doctor was the realest motherfucker in the whole documentary. He wasn't even on camera long. That body cam footage had me dying laughing. Cops was like, so you think she actually had that baby? That doctor was like, and y'all know that means. That doctor was like, bitch, please. Legally, I can't say it, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's tragic. It's sad. That whole death, the lives, that woman should still be here. Her baby should still be here. The lives that were lost could have been prevented had y'all nipped this shit in the bud and told her that she was full of shit to begin with, and that if y'all would have called her out, busted her out, said, "Bitch, we know you're not pregnant. Let it go. Stop these delusions." The husband should have been left her and stayed gone. Even if she came back and said, "Surprise, I'm pregnant with your baby." Yeah, but bitch, you lied to me. You lied to me about, granted, he didn't deserve it, but you lied to me about some money. And if you're going to lie to me about some money, surely you will lie to me about worse shit. Like, you lied to me on multiple occasions. I don't want to be with you. I don't love you. I barely like you. You should have just stayed gone. We could have found a way to co-parent this invisible baby. You should have just stayed gone instead of feeding into her delusions, instead of feeding into her lies and going along with it, just going with the flow. The reason why y'all was going along with it and going with the flow, I don't know, but it cost two people their lives and it cost a family grief. That woman's husband, the only person I feel bad for is the victim and her families. That woman and her, that let's see, Reagan Simmons. I'm gonna say her name because she deserves it. Reagan Simmons, she deserves to still be here. Her baby deserves to still be here. I feel sorry for Reagan Simmons Hancock and her family. I feel sorry for her husband, e- everybody, because they lost somebody, all because y'all would not call this bitch out on her lie 9 months prior. Like, what the fuck? And this happened in 2020 during the panorama, during the fact that most people were locked down, most people probably didn't have jobs, and most people were probably stuck in the house. But this was Texas, so Texas didn't believe in masking up and all that other shit. So they were like Florida, they were living their best life. But it's frustrating because this is a crime that could have been prevented. This documentary should not exist. It should not. This documentary should have never been made because it should have never happened. Had y'all just simply called this bitch out from the very beginning and told her to stop lying about this damn pregnancy. And had the husband just left her and stayed gone, did not give in to her delusions. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, Maternal Instinct. It's a great doc. It's great. It's amazing as far as documentary goes. But if you watch it, it's on Netflix. But if you watch it, you will be frustrated with all the idiot people involved who could have prevented all of this. This is the most preventable crime ever, ever in life. R.I.P. to Reagan and her child. I'm going to have to go watch the doc. Yeah, yeah. It's good. As a documentary, it's a good documentary. Very, I hate to say entertaining. I hate to use that word because, a life was lost, but it's not boring. You won't fall asleep watching it. You will be into it because you're like, what the hell? But again, this crime should have never happened. Cookie Mine, thanks for tapping in. And there's a special place in hell for this bitch, the killer. I'm not gonna say her name because she looked like one of those narcissistic people who want to be infamous for something, for a crime, for those people who commit crimes just to get their name out there. And one thing I know is when I talk about true crime docs, I'm never giving the killers. I'm never saying their names. Just like when we talk about mass shooters, the news don't never say, they try not to say the name of the shooter. I'm never saying her name, so fuck that bitch. I said in the beginning for the plot synopsis, but after that, yeah, fuck her. Fuck that bitch. I hope she rots in jail and she's somebody's bottom bitch in the jail. That's just me, because she was low down for that shit. Cooking mine, cooking mine. Thanks for tapping in. All right, that is it for this week's episode of Snake Cinema Podcast. I have no clue what I'm watching. and review for y'all next week. Hell, because I have no clue what I'm doing most days because of this new job. But we will be back. We will be back next Saturday for Snake Cinema Podcast. I might do some music next week again. It's easier to listen and review music than going out my way to watch something. But anywho, if y'all got any more documentaries, let me know that you suggest me to watch. Let me know because I love watching docs and reviewing them. And also House of the Dragons, man. I ain't gonna talk about it now, Orlando, because I want us to do a big episode at the end. But my House of the Dragons, season 3, episode 1. All I'ma say is what's our guy name? What's our shiesty baby? Sheep shiesty, shiesty. Big sheep, big sheep. Look, I don't went from pissed off to laughing to now I'm defending Big Sheep. Big Sheep can do no wrong in my eyes. Big Sheep can do no wrong in my eyes, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. And I am whatever Rhaenyra decides to do after this episode, I'm with her 1,000%. I'm with the queen 1,000%. She could kill everybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm with her. She could kill her own family. Because where the fuck is David? I know where David is, but I'm just playing. Man, Big Sheep. Yeah, Orlando, Big Sheep. Yeah. Y'all better get off my boy. Y'all better get off Big Sheep. That's my man. I'm riding for him. I can't wait for tomorrow's episode. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. But anywho, Snake Cinema Podcast next Saturday, 9 a.m. Central. He about there like, right. He's a YN. He's a true YN. Snake Cinema Podcast every Saturday. The Shenanigans Podcast every Thursday at 6:30. I can't talk today. It's because I need to go back to bed. CST, Central Standard Time. Check out OTP Off the Plane tonight, as well as Wiz's Sophisticated Ignorance Show. Check them out tonight. Father Don's Everyday Keepers tomorrow. Lace and Nikki, Show Us Your Rack tomorrow. Fred and AJ's show, The Serpent Entertainment, Sundays tomorrow. Patrick is live every fucking day. Just follow Pat, Project Pat. The motherfucker's live every day, but he usually does his interview shows on Sunday. So tap into that. Patrick, Snake Man Pat. His interview shows on Sunday, but he live every day. Just tap into his whole channel. We love you, Pat. Yeah, and that is it. I think if I forget, charge it to my head, not my heart, or whatever the fuck that Ash hates that saying. Thank you, Mitzi. But yeah, y'all hope y'all have a blessed and safe weekend. Hope y'all have a great for those who celebrate, because I know next week we're running close to the 4th of July. For those who celebrate, I don't celebrate it because it's not my holiday, but for those who celebrate, I hope y'all have a safe 4th of July. I pray that nobody loses fingers and toes this year. Every year, a motherfucker pop firecrackers and lose some shit. That's why I hate the 4th the most. People are losing limbs, popping firecrackers, doing some stupid shit. Please be careful. Please be safe. Please don't shoot off bullets because you can't have firecrackers. Please stop. Can we be chill this year? That's all I ask. Can we be chill? If y'all gonna celebrate, eat your barbecue, eat your chicken, and sit down and watch some TV or some shit. But don't, just stop. I'm tired of people losing fingers and toes every year. Or face. One guy lost half his face. He's still alive, but he got burned up bad over some damn firecrackers. Can we please stop? Let's be safe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we are out again. This episode and every episode is brought to you by ENT Reptiles, Orlando and TJ. Thank y'all for supporting us always. We love you. Peace.
truth.